that we here highly resolve these dead shall not have died in vain, that the nation shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
That this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
The nation shall have a new birth of freedom.
I'd like to say. First of all, I would like to walk you through exactly what the American Health Care Act is. The key thing that a lot of people want to know, when I do my listening sessions, when I talk to people with various disease advocacy groups, is they just want to know that when we pass this, the next day they're not going to lose their health insurance. That's not going to happen. We pass this law, and the day after, Americans who have insurance aren't going to lose it the day after. We need to have a stable transition to conservative health care reform, and that's what we're doing so that we do not pull the rug out from anybody who is enjoying some kind of coverage they have today. The states get to set up their own health insurance systems. The states get to set up their own regulations so that you can buy whatever you want to buy where you live. That is called patient's choice. That is called a patient-centered system. And that is one of the biggest tools we believe can be used to replace Obamacare. This is the closest we've been to repealing and replacing Obamacare. And let me just say it again. This is the closest we will ever.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
Get to repealing and replacing Obamacare. Yeah.
Come together in Kentucky.
For us to seize this opportunity to repeal and replace Obamacare once and for all, we need every Republican in Congress, and we're counting on Kentucky.
But not every Republican in the bluegrass state is on board. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul is leading a charge by GOP members who say the plan put forward by House Republican leaders and championed by U.S. President Donald Trump doesn't go far enough in gutting the ACA.
We have to admit we are divided on replacement. We are united on repeal, but we are divided on replacement.
There's another issue in Kentucky. The predominantly Republican state initially embraced Obamacare, accepting its Medicaid expansion, which now covers nearly a quarter of the state's population. A state-run healthcare exchange, Connect, is seen as a success in further boosting the number of people insured. Even after the governor closed Connect and told residents this year to instead purchase insurance on the federal exchange, Healthcare. But it also cuts taxes imposed to cover the costs of the law, and it's unclear how Republicans plan to pay for their bill.
The road. Next week, I'm at the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater in Jupiter, Florida, doing love letters with Nancy Pelosi. And today I find out she can't read, so we have to teach her this. We have to teach her the script phonetically.
Phil Keating, by the way, a Fox News correspondent based in South Florida, for those of you who... All right, Miller, now, you're saying that Americans are no longer going to be able to
Bill,
get along.
Let me quote the great Buffalo Springfield. There's something happening here, and what it is all too clear. We're going through a divorce. This is like getting War of the Roses ugly. If you want to check the docket in the court, it's been filed as the deplorables versus the insufferables, and I think that we're basically incompatible right now. So
this means something. It's important.
All right. Yeah. What?
You're right.
Blackberry. Okay, Larry, the panelists are coming down now.
Okay. Dave, the next segment's going to be that long?
Okay.
Well, I think the question was...
It'll only take a minute to kill this snake. Go ahead.
Go ahead, kill it.
You're talking about the question, not me, right?
No. Do you guys ever do anything but propaganda?
Isn't it your business also?
Would you even know the truth if you saw it?
No.
Wake up, it's time to stop the train.
Now to new tensions surrounding WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange's asylum at the Ecuadorian embassy here in London. Guillermo Lasso, one of the two remaining candidates in Ecuador's presidential election, is vowing to end Assange's asylum if he wins that race. Assange tweeted on Wednesday about Ecuador's tough, quote, tough outgoing president.
Oh, yes.
I don't believe you would.
A lot of us remember the debate between Al Gore, who was then vice president, and Ross Perot. Ross Perot was fiercely against NAFTA. Knowing what we know now, was Ross Perot right?
All I can remember from that is a bunch of charts. I'm
the single biggest threat to Western civilization. I'm still behind.
So, President Bush, I think you said it earlier.
A new world order. Let's go.
And I think the first question is over here.
Yes, I'd like to direct my question to Mr. Perot. What will you do as president to open foreign markets to fair competition from American business and to stop unfair competition here at home from foreign countries so that we can bring jobs back to the United States?
That's right at the top of my agenda. We've shipped millions of jobs overseas, and we have a strange situation because we have a process in Washington where after you've served for a while, you cash in, become a foreign lobbyist, make $30,000 a month, then take a leave, work on presidential campaigns, make sure you got good contacts, and then go back out. To those of you in the audience who are business people, pretty simple. If you're paying $12, $13, $14 an hour for factory workers, and you can move your factory south of the border, pay $1 an hour for labor, hire a young 25, that's assuming you've been in business for a long time, you've got a mature workforce. Pay $1 an hour for your labor.
Public school system. And we serve all of our students when they come to us. And when we look at that, it is not only the right thing to do and the good thing to do, it's also the law of the land.
One of the two individuals that was apprehended was actually stopped by ICE in Texas and released. How is this on us?
Told me that 1 out of every 3 students in her elementary school cannot speak a word of English. And as she said, it slows the learning process down. That old adage that a convoy moves only as quickly as its slowest ship, this convoy is slowing down, Martha.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Doug. Thank you.
Have no health care. That's the most expensive single element in making a car. Have no environmental controls, no pollution controls, and no retirement. And you don't care about anything but making money. There will be a giant sucking sound going south. So if the people send me to Washington, the first thing I'll do is study that 2,000-page agreement and make sure it's a two-way street. One last point here. I decided I was dumb and didn't understand it, so I called a who's who of the folks who've been around it. And I said, why won't everybody go south? They said, we'll be disruptive. I said, for how long? I finally got them up for 12 to 15 years. And I said, well, how does it stop being disruptive? And that is when their jobs come up from $1 an hour to $6 an hour and ours go down to $6 an hour, then it's leveled again. But in the meantime, you've wrecked the country with these kinds of deals. We've got to cut it out.
Now you've inherited our problems.
We didn't listen.
We didn't listen.